Wow, Caveblazers are not from the title screen. This is right after the previous video. I decided I want to get some revenge on these caves, and I'm going to retire the vampire for now. Of course I'll come back to it. Yeah, how about this one? Twofold. Fire additional arrow, always. Reduce range attack speed by 20%, fair. Start without a melee weapon. Seems interesting. Should be pretty easy to pick up a melee weapon, so I don't think that last downside is too impactful. And especially if I can get the demonic blessing that gives me another arrow, this could be pretty interesting. Yeah, I just need to make sure I don't get... because I don't have a melee weapon to start with, I need to make sure I don't end up in a situation where I am trying to fight something in melee range and then surprised that I can't actually hit them. This is a pretty good bow to start with. Actually, is it? I mean, it's more damage. I always think that the hallowed bow actually fires faster, but it doesn't. It just fires arrows with higher velocity, right? Yeah, that seems like the same firing speed. But higher velocity arrows is useful. Shield rune, so I'll save that. I'm not too worried about taking a hit right here. And if it is possible to get up there, it's a very tricky jump. I won't waste time on that right now. I just need to be careful again about not getting in melee range of anything. Orcish Ring is not useful here, because it reduces my range speed further. Gives damage resistance, but I don't want to trade my range speed for damage resistance right now. Ricochet Blessing, that's helpful. And what are these? Riches is nice, Calamity, Bleeding. Bleeding is a melee focused. It makes your melee attacks cause bleeding on the enemies. Calamity could be good. I'm gonna go for Riches though, just for some extra money. Yeah, so now I can do this. That's pretty fun. I'll await the horde here. They'll have to make it through my arrows if they want to get to me. Which they are unable to do. Crown Ring. A melee ring. But, yeah, this basically gives the stun effect. That was fast for finding the entrance to that. Next 5 range attacks will fire 3 additional projectiles. That seems like exactly what I'm going for. I don't know how quickly that one... Ow. How quickly that one charges. Okay, I need to be a little more careful about assuming that I can kill things before they hit me. Flying Eyeball. Yeah, just flies around and shoots magic projectiles. I believe this is range damage, yes. Speed boost potion. No need to eat the heart just yet. The eyeball is just completely passive, so if I find that this arrow splitter is not as effective as I want it to be, or doesn't charge fast enough to be useful, then I will switch to the eyeball. Okay, so it's charged. I'm going to give it... Okay, first I'm going to take care of that thing, and now I'm going to go down here, and it's pretty good at just clearing out some space. Yeah, I'll keep using it for now. I think it'll be good in the Coliseum room. Hello there. Now, do I want to go in the Colosseum when I don't have a melee weapon? I think no, actually. Because I'm not going to be getting much use out of the Champion's Blessing, so yeah. The rare bonus zone skip. I was confused by its trajectory there, and I'm taking a bunch of damage. No, 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 you meanie. Okay, I'm going to risk this potion. Sure. Doesn't do much for me. And I can already afford that, but I'll wait around and see if I take any more damage before using it. Fire affinity. I don't think I have any fire damage at the moment. Yeah, I can also use... Oh no, not you again. Why don't you go die on the spikes, buddy? I'm trying to shoot it. I can hit it from above. That'll work. Okay. Demon Rune. If I use this, then I'm barely wasting... Oh, it's become more expensive because I'm missing more health now. I forgot that that's how it worked. So that's fine. I wouldn't have used the Demon Rune then if I remembered, because now I'm almost dead. But that's what these games are about. Remember... I need to not die here. These games are about learning these little quirks of the game and figuring out how to use them to your advantage. I heard some orc down there get angry at me. I don't think you're going to be able to make that jump, buddy. It's a pretty tricky jump. Oh, that almost killed me. Luckily I saw it in time. Are you going to be able to get up here? Come on, try your best. I really don't want to die to this, so I'm going to use my arrow splitter. You know, it doesn't last for very long. That's the problem. Next 5 ranged attacks. So I'm going to use this, and I should use the shield rune also to protect myself. Should have used that earlier. Egg. Thank you. And I should have enough money to buy the heal now. So I'm missing 99 health, so that's a good time to use it. There we go. Maybe this is a bad time. I was trying to figure out when exactly my eye fires. I think it's when I shoot and when there's an enemy nearby. Royal Ring is magic damage, so that's going to be better than this because my eye does magic damage. Chain Blessing, I still don't have a melee weapon. Are there just no melee weapon spawns with this perk? Is that what it does? I can take the Warlock Blessing here. Since I just buffed my magic damage also, that's a good combo. Yeah, the eye does not seem to be shooting if I'm not shooting. But it doesn't shoot at what I shoot at, or like in the direction that I shoot or anything. It's just kind of wherever it wants. 3 range damage, that is probably better than 2 range damage and 1 knockback. I'm hesitating here on this Blood Shrine because a lot of the demonic blessings care about melee attacks, and it seems that I may not be able to get melee attacks, but it's only 39 health. What is this one? That's totally fine. That was worth it. Yeah, I just don't want to get one like... There's one that makes your down stabs cause explosions, and that would not be very useful. I have nothing to do with the altar at the moment. I don't think the eyeball is that good, so I'll probably switch for the golden skull here. This golden skull I can get some pretty good use out of. And a second golden skull. That is excellent. Because now I can go immediately combine those. Uh-oh, can I get up there? Surely I can get up there. Maybe there's an ascension orb or something down here. If not, I can probably use a bomb to get back up there. Let me just see if I can make this jump. I'm not seeing any... I'm not seeing any smoke when I hit that corner, so I don't think I'm able to do a wall jump there. Alright, well, it's worth a bomb to get back up so I can... Make sure I position this properly, so I can use the altar. There we go. Super Golden Skull. Unfortunately that reset its charge time, but that's okay. Either I'm getting unlucky and there's just not been any melee weapons dropped yet, which could happen, or this perk secretly has the effect that no melee weapons will spawn. I'm not even sure why I came up here, actually. Out of force of habit. Sometimes the hands block the eye when it is stunned in this phase, and so I just can't attack it. Kind of annoying. Ouch, that was my shield rune. And there's the golden skull, so that should knock it out. And one... Oh, that came flying from off screen. I think this is probably the worst designed boss in the game. There's just some things about it that are kind of unfair, I feel. But it's almost dead. Yeah, these hands just have a lot of ability to just knock you from off screen when you can't see them. Yes, please. And also yes, please. So this is a melee weapon. Okay. And it is, it's a magic melee weapon. So that's cool. Because now I can use that to charge my skull, and then the skull... I can focus more on ranged and magic stuff. And this particular weapon will just combo with that. There was some weird effect down there in the bottom right just then, I think. I don't know what that was. Okay, it's not too bad. So yeah, I think I can just go in, charge my skull with this Yellowstone wand. What was it called? Yellowstone staff. And then sick the skull on everyone. Yes, I will buy a random item. That's a second emerald band. Cool. Xandu Blaster. Alright, what is this? That's certainly interesting. I feel like that's going to get me killed. It also comes with reduced move speed and jump height. It's fun. Maybe there's certain situations where I want to switch to it, but just in general, I don't think I want to be walking around carrying it. Try not to die on the spikes here. That should be safe. And another random potion. Oh, great. I saw a bomb sling just there. I'm not taking that. I'm sure there are situations where the bomb sling is worthwhile. Like maybe you have some explosion damage reduction or something. This is a time for the golden skull to save me. Oh, there's still skulls down here. I didn't see them. It's kind of hard to tell the living skulls apart from the dead skulls. I do not have any healing. That was not great. Yeah, these little skulls are a problem. Ruby Ring is extra max health, not needed at the moment. I will sick my golden skull on these guys. Uh-oh. Come on, golden skull. There you... well, you tried. The golden skull is a little finicky. It doesn't always know what to do. In open areas, it's okay, but it has some problems actually targeting enemies. Just trying to make sure I don't suddenly lose the run to spikes here. Okay, this is a good spot for the skull, though again, you know, you're kind of blowing it, Skull. I wanted to like you. I do like you, but you're kind of not being that good here. I do have a way of getting up there. It's an interesting technique. Yep, that was the one potion that I was hoping that wasn't. But I also haven't identified the healing potion yet, so... maybe it was a bad move to drink that? Not sure. Go get it, Skull. Okay, onwards, and hopefully I find a healing shrine soon. Oh, right, so I have fire arrows, and I have that perk that gives me extra fire damage every time I kill something with fire. That's kind of cool. Skull is charged. I'm unlikely to want to use the Orcish Talisman on this run. Okay, go get them, Skull. And I would really like it if you would take that thing out, but it didn't. Ah, healing shrine. There we go. Just hide in this little nook for a bit. That's a whip in that item shrine over there. I don't need a whip. I like the Yellowstone staff. Time crystal. Slows time for 10 seconds. But that doesn't mean just for the enemies. It slows time for me too. So I guess that's good if you want to just be very precise for a short period of time, but I don't think I want to use it. This is quite good. I will take it over the Sapphire Ring because I want to keep my magic damage for the Golden Skull. Power Glass. Looks very similar to the Time Crystal, so I thought maybe it was duplicate for a second. Drops a floating crystal which will explode when shot or when touching an enemy. I've never used this before. Let's try it out for a bit. It doesn't sound that good on paper, like you're just setting traps for enemies or something. Oof. Are you, I don't know about that one. Like, it was a lot of effort to get the enemy to go into it, and then it only did 30 damage. And I'm a little worried that it will damage me too if I'm close to it, because it's an explosion. So, back to the skull for now. Second Power Glass, though. Now, did the Power Glass say... Yeah, it says it does 30-ish damage. Since I'm at the altar, I may as well check what the upgraded Power Glass does. Um, 54 damage. I think the skull is still better. Yikes. Thank you, Golden Skull, for taking them out. Yeah, the Golden Skull hits multiple times for 30, and it just goes after the enemies instead of needing to set a trap, so I don't see how the Power Glass is possibly better than it. Thank you, Skull. You are redeeming yourself. The hand blessing is nice. Ah, I missed and then it got a ranged shot off. But hand gives me a lot of safety. Oh, I thought that was going to kill. Twofold is funny. Slug is horrible. Primer is the correct choice, I think, in this situation. Twofold doesn't always duplicate the arrow, otherwise I would have taken it. It's a 20% chance to. Maybe I'll be offered it again later, but I think the primer to just power up my equipment is going to be good here. I need that back though, buddy. I have Fury Blessing, so I only need to hit it once. Okay, and then do I want to power up the staff or the ring? I think if powering up the staff also increases the magic item charge, then that's worthwhile. I'm curious. Let's see if it is. Let's see if it does. No, but it gives you an extra ring slot. So yeah, same, the white text effect is the same, it looks like. And it's just more damage and a ring slot. Okay, that's kind of cool. No, don't need that one. I think it's just the Sapphire Ring. And I've got a Demon Rune and a Bloodlust Rune. Bloodlust Rune is pretty good. Slowness, that's okay. So I've got this for healing, this for invincibility. Two demons. Well, that's a little spooky. Sick 'em. These things are so annoying to fight. There we go. And I did get a heart from one of them. Why are there so many demons down here? I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. Oh boy, I sure hope there aren't any spiders in here. Is that joke ever gonna get old? Probably not. Fire damage is doing some decent work here. You need to make sure not to be too close to this boss because it will stab you with its legs if you get too close. Oh, I didn't see that one in the poison cloud. And my damage is so much better than last time I fought this boss. Need to be careful and go around here, or it'll just back off, sure. Oh, I stepped in the poison cloud. I thought I was far enough away. The fire arrows are doing some significant damage. And it should be dead. Nice. Poison pouch, sticky bomb, poison bomb. Critical blessing is nice. I don't think I should have used the blood rune, the bloodlust rune there, because those mini spiders don't trigger on kill effects. I'll just use it once I find a large cluster of enemies. Second poison pouch. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it though. I'm liking the skull. I can hit these things with the ricochet, and then I'm going to go grab this blessing because that will improve my critical hit chance. Be able to quickly take all this out. Yep, pretty nice. Stick the skull on these jerks. That was a nice critical hit. Looting, martyrdom, fiery blade. I don't care about the middle, or the ones other than the middle one. Martyrdom is enemies have a chance to explode when killed with a ranged hit, but I don't care that much about that. My explosion damage isn't very high. I assume it scales off of your explosion damage. I should be able to just get in here and Yellowstone staff that guy. Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, what is the super poison pouch? Plus 100% poison damage. That would be good just in general if I was doing a poison build, but I'm not. This gives extra ranged and magic damage. Speed slow, decent damage. If I can upgrade the Ardent Bow, it might be better than this one. Maybe. But right now my current bow is better. That's melee damage, so I don't care. I'm being offered some items or some parts of a cool poison build, but I don't actually have a good way of applying a lot of poison at the moment. Like the ring has a chance to poison, but that's okay. I would have to switch too much from my build if I wanted to do that. Ow. Nice, got some fire damage boost. Okay, with Fury I should be able to just go in there and get him. And then... oh, this is pretty tricky here. There we go. Just used my Fury and my Skull. White potion. Great. So I got another weakness potion there. Yes. And what does this do? Rage. Okay. And what is in the box? Ow! That was so rude. Alright, well now I know that that is a possible thing that can be in the arcane boxes. Fire Ring is potentially worth using. Is it better than the Sapphire Ring? I think I want to try it. I'm not convinced that it's better, but it's interesting at least. Oh, some bread. Thank you. Orc Battle Axe. I think this got me killed in some of my runs in the last video because it's so slow, so that's also on my do not use list. Uh-oh. Again, I'm sure there's some builds where it is useful, but especially not this one. Dull Ring. I have been wanting to do more testing with the Dull Ring. I don't think there was an altar on this stage, though. This is Jungle 1, I think. Yet another potion I have not yet seen. Magic Charge, I'll take it. Okay, onwards. Second magic item. What do I want to use as my second magic item? Maybe I do use this. Yeah, I can use that. And then I do, if I put this on, I have a 10% chance to poison things. But I kind of like this one because I have that blessing where I gain more fire damage every time I kill something with fire, so that should just compound on itself. Finisher Bow. I have never seen this. Deals double damage to enemies that are poisoned or burning. That's cool. I don't think I use it now, but if I can upgrade it, I might. And my inventory is full. So, I would very much like to figure out what happens if you combine the Dull Ring with a Potion of Invincibility. I'll just drink this one. Yep, that's totally fine. And I still have the Bloodlust Rune. Just looking for the perfect opportunity to use that. That was kind of ineffective there. It's my fault, I didn't use it very well. Trying to get the angle on these. I don't think I can. Maybe I just go in with Fury. That works. I'm getting hit a lot by these guys. Life Leech Bow. That sounds pretty interesting. Regain 1 health from kills using this bow. It's a lot less damage. Well, let's see. I mean, of course it'll kill when I have Fury. I'll try using this for a bit, because I could use the extra health here. And I am out of inventory space. So, don't need that. Don't need my starting bow. Not going to use the Orcish ring. Not using that. This is unlikely to be relevant. Don't need a second Orcish ring. I'll keep this around just in case. I'll keep this around for movement options. I decided... I don't think I like the super poison pouch. I'm a little worried that... Maybe I just haven't noticed, but it says it explodes. I don't want to get exploded and poisoned by my own shots, so let's go back to the arrow splitter. Okay, emerald ring. Not going to use it for now. It's decent though. There's some shrines down there. Okay, so I get a bonus whether they die to burning or to my bow itself. Can I ricochet shot this worm? Or that'll do it. 791. I might be able to get that much, so I'm not going to use the random shrine. Yeah, I should be able to get up to 791 or whatever it was. Potion I still have not seen. Oh, poisoned. I'm pretty sure I have not yet found the health potion, so that's why I'm still drinking random ones. There we go. Yep, I think I just use this now, and that's too expensive. And there's something dying down here. Okay. Is this the health potion? Nope, still not the health potion. I actually don't know if all types of potions are guaranteed to occur in every run. I don't know how many colors of potions there are versus how many different effects there are. My damage output is pretty good, so I'm not too worried about the bosses at this point. This one is also not too difficult. Just gotta make sure not to get in a situation where you're gonna be caught off guard by any of its attacks. It's a little awkward that my two magic items are offset. Oops, I was caught off guard by one of its attacks. Because I was looking at my magic item charge instead of, oops, paying attention. Yeah, hit him in the transformation animation. Just gotta avoid that shockwave and then just go inflict lots of statuses. Not too bad of a fight. Dragon Sword. What does this one do again? Oh yeah, being close to death causes an explosion. Don't really care about that. And I'm not going to use the Dragon Sword. I like the staff. There's probably going to be a good opportunity to use the Bloodlust rune on this stage, because there's often clusters of a lot of enemies. Offering Blessing is nice. Remembered I picked up a potion at some point. Let it burn to death, nice. Oh, this is a dangerous spot. Ouch. Just use my magic items to get out of that. Yeah, I need a better answer to the trolls. Generosity, I think this is... It triggers when you kill a bunch of enemies in quick succession and gives you an item. Power Hoof is you can stomp on enemies from a high distance. Life Drain is melee kills heal you a little bit. Even though it's melee, I think this is probably the best one here. Still haven't found the health potion. I'm going to prepare to use that. I forget what this is exactly. Interluder. I think this is stun. Yeah, stun nearby enemies and slows down time. I think the arrow splitter is better than that. Well, it would be good as a panic button. Maybe it is better than the arrow splitter. Okay, and this looks like where I want to use the Bloodlust rune. So I'm going to activate it and go in. That was a little scary. I'm not sure I actually made any health there. Okay. Well, even if I didn't make health, I don't think I ended up lower than I was, and I got... I cleared them out. I could have also used the potion of invincibility to go in there and take them out. Ouch. That might have been a good play. But I'm still... Did I miss an altar earlier? I still want to use the dull ring with the potion of invincibility. These trolls would be potentially good enemies to farm fire damage off of. Or I can just have the skull go get it. Did I miss anything up here? It was a little chaotic in that section. Looks like no. Butcher's Sword, I don't want that. I can kill these things with melee to get a little bit of healing. Send the skull in after them. Cool. My inventory's full, that's why I can't pick up the bread. Don't need the crown ring. Wow, you're so fast. And I have like 4 demon runes, but it's not much point in increasing my max health when my current health is at this level. Yeah, I think that's about it for that stage. There's an altar. Gotcha. I can shoot this troll in the foot, maybe. I think one of those enemies got a shot off on me. I'll decide what to do about the shield rune in a bit. I think they slowed me by throwing little purple globs on me. Okay, Potion of Invincibility and the Dull Ring creates the Glowing Ring. Where did it go? Oh, 1 additional magic item plus 5 magic damage. Well, that has nothing to do with invincibility, so that's kind of funny, but it's better than the Royal Ring. So now I can also equip maybe the Arrow Splitter? Yeah, okay, 3 magic items. That's interesting. First time I've had that on a run. That's good to know. That's a cool ring. So far I've liked all the dull ring effects. That one that I got on my first recorded run, that gave me a shield. Speaking of, let's just get some shields here. The one that gave you a shield every stage, that's actually pretty good. Just go in and farm some health here while I can. It was just the timing of when I got it made it so I didn't want to use it. Potion of Rage, Haste Potion. I got the Offering Blessing, right? I think I did. Ah, my shields. So, I think I missed. Make this cheaper. And now I can afford it after I deal with these jerks, and then this jerk. And then I use at least 1 demon rune. Maybe I'll use a second one. You know what? I'm just going to use them all. Get rid of an inventory spot, and then maybe my passive healing will let me heal all that extra HP. I think this is a time where I go in, use that. Try to... Whoa, something blew up in there. Ouch. I'm taking a lot of hits, but I have a lot of health, ow. Though I still shouldn't just allow myself to take these hits. Okay. A new potion. Maybe this one's healing. Nope. Oh, bye. I think those slimes may be like extra susceptible to knockback in that when they're firing or something. And that's why that one went to elsewhere. I'm noticing that my fire arrow effect seems to apply individually on each arrow, so when I'm shooting 5 arrows at once, a lot of them can be burning. Blowback tier 2. I've never had this before. A larger explosion. Okay, well, I still don't really care. Let's take out the Troll of Fury. Should have let that guy burn to death. It's okay. Hello there, worm. Something burned to death. The worm seems to be immune to burning when it's retracted into the floor. Nice, more fire damage. What is my fire damage stat? 265%. Nice. Elven Bow is 50% chance to pierce. It's kind of not very exciting. Do I have anything I need to combine at the altar? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see anything, so moving on. This guy. Chronoboid. 2, and then move and shoot. It always likes to move after the second shot. Ouch. Now I can attack it. Whoa. So I think the boss was immune to my time stop, or my stun effect there. Yeah, chase it down. I think this boss is also immune to fire. Ouch. Oh, this is a bad time to use that. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the stun effect just does nothing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This boss is immune to a lot of stuff. Stun, fire, damage in some of his phases. Ow, ow, ow. Should be safe here. I was hoping I could finish it off there. Okay, now I go in. There we go. Blessing of Nourishment is nice. I'll just eat these hearts now. Lightning Rod. Hitting inanimate objects with this weapon will electrify the object, creating a powerful bomb. That sounds like it could get me killed, so I will probably not use it. Oh, I do not like where I started on this stage. Just because I started in the middle of everything. think I'm going to use the haste potion here. Just get in and get out. Would you like to burn to death? No? The Ablaze are probably immune to fire damage. Don't really care about that poison sword. Golden Skull makes that pretty easy. Hi. Where you going, buddy? Don't get hit by the Ablaze. Okay. I feel like my power level is a little low for the zone, but I should be okay as long as I play carefully. Need to go in now with the stun. Okay, that thing died on the spikes. Gotcha. That box, oh, there were like 2 boxes in one. I was worried like that it was a mimic or something because it was being weird, but I don't think there are mimics in this game. Hitting these things can be annoying sometimes. I picked up another time crystal. And something else, which I probably don't care about. Oh, that would be a good spot for a Bloodlust rune down there, but I don't have one. I could try to charge up my time stop and then go in there and kill a bunch of them with melee and heal up that way. I keep calling it a time stop, but really it's just a mass stun. Okay, I need a little bit more charge for the stun, and now I can go. Don't get that one with melee. Okay, that was a pretty effective play. What's this? This is heal off of magic or fire kills. That's alright. This is... I think I want the Master Sword Blessing here. Or no, because this one only triggers if you have 80% health or more, so that's not going to work here. Piercing is interesting, but I'm not too... I don't feel like the piercing would make a huge difference, so actually I do want the healing. Because now I can get healing off of my golden skull kills. Yes, thank you, Golden Skull. Or anytime that I set something on fire and then it dies. So now I think all of my damage, all of the ways that I can kill things has the potential to heal me, or will heal me. I'm not going to bother with that chest. I'm just going to move on. Golden Skull's pretty good against those. And then I picked up that homing blessing earlier. That's really nice. Ow. Get him. Oops. I was so focused on the enemies over there that I just jumped right into that blessing without checking any of them. But the one I got is okay. Hopefully there wasn't something amazing in that set that I did not get. Cool. Another haste potion. Stick the skull on this group. Do I have anything for this? I don't think so. I do need to clear out my inventory though. So I'm not going to use the Divine Bow, not going to use the Lightning Rod. I never ended up finding another one of those, so goodbye. Don't need that anymore. Not going to use that. I'm a little worried about these sneaking up on me. There we go. And I'll just use a shield rune here. It would be cool to get 2 dull rings and then make like a super glowing ring or something. I've never seen 2 dull rings on the same run, but I imagine it can happen. Finesse potion is good. Gold wand. I don't think that's better than any of the 3 magic items that I'm currently using. Torment staff is you can curse things based on your magic damage, but I don't have like crazy magic damage or anything. I'm just kind of doing a combo of magic and range damage. I was being flanked there, so I decided to use my stun. These things can really go flying sometimes. Oh, it had some bread. Isn't that nice? Stick the skull on them, and then leave. Okay, this is going pretty well. Not well enough to use that thing, unless I can... Maybe I'll use a bunch of potions on it. Get away from me. Oh, another potion of invincibility is really nice. So I do have a ton of potions. Let's just use all the negative ones here, and that one is... All of these potions are probably better used reducing the health than for their actual effect. And what did I get? Oh, downward stab. Probably not worth it, but I had to check. I had to try. Go in on that guy, get rewarded with a second potion of invincibility. And now I wish that I had saved some potions for that. I think the crystal skull here... So I'm at the final boss, and I'm thinking that the interluder probably doesn't work on bosses in general. So let's use the crystal skull instead, because that one is good. Yeah, I think invincibility potions... Are those going to be worth more as for their actual effect? Or for just giving me more health? Probably for their actual effect. So I'll just move on here. Okay, the skull run. Got the whole gang here. Is there anything... I never check out this room. The reason why I'm suspicious about the room is because I know from the journal But there's an entire area after this, a secret area presumably, that I've never been to. So that's another of the mysteries of this game that I haven't yet found. Hello, Overlord. Ouch. I could actually lose here. Good, set him on fire. Ah, I jumped into the lightning bolt. After this phase is over, I need to make sure that I put my cursor on the invincibility potion so I can use that quickly if I need to. I think just kiting him on this phase is probably best. And then I can use my own item here for a second, and then use my own crystal skull. I should have waited a bit. It does trivialize the attacks here, though. Oh, wow, there was very little warning on that. Okay, my cursor was on the potions of invincibility. Should be safe here. Just barely. I just need to make sure I don't give him too many opportunities to be on an 8-directional line with me. Ouch. I'm gonna use the crystal skull here just to be safe. Okay, it's about to go away. So I need to move. Should be able to just dodge this with wall jumping. Almost got hit there, that was not a good move. Stick the skull on him. Okay, so this, my crystal skull is not going to last the whole attack here. And he should burn to death pretty soon. Good. Okay, phase 3. I think this should block it. Yep. So Crystal Skull is going to be really nice for this phase. It's about to go away. Sick my Golden Skull. This will go away soon, so I need to move. Nope. My Golden Skull didn't see it in time. That's too bad. Just a little bit of missed damage. Damage output is definitely a little lower on this run. But I should still be okay. I might not be able to just power through the laser blast like I normally do. Oh, okay, and then it's time for the slashy bubble. This seems to be the most effective way to dodge it. Oh, the game was kind of lagging there for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually dodge the laser because I don't have enough damage to power through. Oops, to stand in the correct spot. If I get really low, I'll start using my invincibility potions. Okay, this is good. We'll just take an annoying number of cycles. I'll save my Fury Blessing for the laser. That did a lot of damage. Okay, I'm not too worried. I feel like I've got the pattern down here. Oh, and then as soon as I say that, I take a hit. Of course. Can the Golden Skull get him through there? It can. That's cool. Nope. Okay, should be one more cycle. And I can probably just Fury stab him in the head. There we go. Didn't need the invincibility potions after all. Okay, yeah, that was a decent run. Certainly not as strong as the first two that I did. But a win's a win. So that's Twofold done. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.